Hello, and thank you for taking the time to watch the 2022 Governor's State Employee Medal of Valor Awards ceremony. My name is Amy Tong, Secretary of the Government Operations Agency. I am very pleased to introduce Kathleen Allison, Secretary, Department of Corrections and Rehab, to read the citations for their state employees whose heroic acts and service are worthy of our celebration. Thank you.
Hello, I'm very proud to be part of this ceremony as we honor our state's heroes. I am pleased to present the citation for the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. Citation for heroic act performed by Myra Mora, registered nurse, Herberto Mora, correctional lieutenant, and John Bradley, correctional sergeant for the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. On the morning of February 4th, 2021, during their regular commute from Indio to Ironwood State Prison, California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, Correctional Lieutenant Herberto Mora and his wife, Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation registered nurse Myra Mora, came upon a car crash. They pulled over, and as trained first responders began providing aid to the passengers of the mangled truck resting in a ditch along Interstate 10. The truck's driver had a head injury that was bleeding profusely, and a little girl was found outside the truck. Another passenger was also found on the ground near the wrecked vehicle. Registered nurse Mora took her husband's sweater and began treating the truck driver's head wound. She then calmed the young child, who did not appear to have any injuries. Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation Correctional Sergeant John Bradley also stopped to lend aid to the crash victims. Lieutenant Moore noticed a car seat in the vehicle, and with the assistance of Sergeant Bradley, the two broke open the rear passenger window, undid the baby's harness, and got the baby out to safety. Meanwhile, registered nurse Moore treated the woman on the ground, keeping her stationary to avoid aggravating internal or neck injuries. Together, Lieutenant Herberto Mora, registered nurse Myra Mora, and Sergeant John Bradley stayed with the victims until firefighters and paramedics arrived. It is worth noting that other prison staff also stopped to help with bottles of water and blankets for the victims. Once the scene was stabilized, the Moras and Sergeant Bradley went off to work with no regard for their own safety. Registered nurse Mora, Lieutenant Mora, and Sergeant Bradley went above and beyond the call of duty. The state of California takes great pride in presenting the Silver Medals of Valor to Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation registered nurse Myra Mora, Correctional Lieutenant Herberto Mora, and Sergeant John Bradley. Thank you for your heroic act.